I stopped by the supermarket today, and tucked away in a corner was a live mantis shrimp. It felt like fate itself, so I'm taking her home and making her my new pet. Guys, got a mantis shrimp, check her out! And she's actually still alive. Is she alive? Whoa, she's looking weak. Whoa, you really scared me. I never see live ones at supermarkets, so it's rare. The instant our eyes met in the store, it stopped being somebody else's concern. Heck, it wasn't just about mantis shrimp anymore either. I felt destiny calling, so let's whip up some seawater right away and gently settle her inside. Seawater turbo refill complete now! Alright, dropping her mantis shrimp in now. Oh no, she's wedged, you're really stuck! Hold up, wait, girl, what are you doing? Whoa, oh crap, she let go. Yikes, she's totally flipped over. Turning on aeration right now so she can quickly recover from oxygen loss. Switch on! Whoa, oh my gosh, that's insanely awesome! Wait, did you see that now? Yes, she's back! I knew it! She was struggling for oxygen, but the aeration revived her. Mantis shrimp are tough in low oxygen conditions, and their ability to bounce back from oxygen crashes is ridiculously high too. Guys, after running the aeration for about 30 minutes, she's still super lively and active right now. Look there! This mantis shrimp lives along coastlines throughout Japan, starting with Tokyo Bay, and she's a familiar crustacean that even turns up on sushi plates. Her front legs curve like scythes, and those weaponized limbs are called the raptorial claw. Their raptorial claws fall into two distinct types. First up is the smasher, as seen on the well-known peacock mantis shrimp. She's armed with a hammer-shaped raptorial claw that shatters shells with brutal punches. She mainly eats clams and other crustaceans, and her blows land at speeds exceeding 80 kilometers per hour. And the other type is the spear. This girl here. People often say a regular mantis shrimp punches hard enough to shatter an aquarium, but this little lady actually doesn't have the raw power required to break a glass tank. She's armed with a spear-like raptorial claw, striking lightning fast to pierce and seize prey. Alright, let's go ahead and set up the home for her. Here's the aquarium we're using today, a 45cm acrylic tank that's perfect for her awesome new little setup. Since an acrylic tank is springy and roughly 10 times tougher than a glass tank, we're going to house our new mantis shrimp girl right here inside this one. A standard 45cm glass tank usually runs about 4,000 or 5,000 yen. And take a guess, what do you think I paid for this acrylic tank right here? It cost me 28,500 yen. Whoa, that's crazy expensive. And here's the tank stand for that aquarium tank. It's a 45cm tank stand from Gex, and it cost about 7,000 yen. Unboxing. Here we go. Alright, heck yeah, we did it. Looking pretty great, right? Alright, first I'll lay down coral sand to become our mantis shrimp girl's hideout, and then pour in seawater. Here's what we're going to use. Premium coral sand right here. This is the finer grain type. In nature, mantis shrimp survive by digging a U-shaped burrow in muddy bottoms, and that would mean we'd need a thick bed of pure coral sand. This time I'll set her up a hideout. Even in the wild, not every mantis shrimp girl digs her own burrow. Plenty just claim existing cracks between rocks or other obstacles, so forcing her to excavate really isn't actually necessary. Alright then, I'll whip up seawater using the instant sea salt mix I bought on Amazon. Be tasty, be tasty. I'm testing with the salinity tester I grabbed on Amazon. If the white needle sits right between these lines when seawater goes in, we're all set. Oh, it's reading 1.026, a bit high. Here, adding water for gradual adjustment. Oh no! Oh no! I messed up, spilled a bunch. It's nyanchu, nya. Alright, the water is poured in and done. Let's quickly hook up the filter right now. The filter we're using this time is also an Eheim filter, a powerful external canister unit. Alright, next we'll load the filter media here. Instead of the default stuff, I bought this separate filter media that already comes seeded with beneficial bacteria to polish the water. So we're going to use this upgraded batch for the setup right now today. When you start an aquarium tank, beneficial bacteria that clean the water aren't established yet, making the initial cycling phase unstable. But using media like this early on speeds up the process until the water clears. Alright everyone, installation's done. Water gets drawn in here, passes through the filter, flows upward, and eventually spills out of that pipe. Switch on, blast off. There it is, water's looking good. No issues with the install. Next up, we're putting in this aquarium heater. The proper temperature range for keeping a mantis shrimp is roughly 20 to 24 degrees Celsius. But for this project, I'm setting the heater to a stable 20 degrees for the upcoming winter months right here. So from here, the heater sends out a warm heat wave. This sensor reads the temperature, and this knob fine-tunes it for her comfort. Switch on! Okay everyone, the aquarium tank setup's finished. Alright, quick temp check. We're sitting at roughly 16.568. Let's round that to 16. It's only going up from here, so let's dive right in and start acclimating her to the water. The tool we'll use is the drip acclimation kit you can even find on Amazon and such. First, we stick the tube in here. Then I suck on the outlet end to pull out the air inside, and once that's gone, the water starts flowing through by simple siphon action. Alright, that flow looks perfect, so I'll set it down. We'll acclimate her slowly, nice and easy, although this girl is insanely tough when it comes to adapting and handling poor water conditions. Back when Tokyo Bay was horribly polluted by industrial wastewater and all that, people even called her the Bay's last line of defense. That's how remarkably tough she is against dirty water. Alright everybody, feeling good? Okay folks, the moment has come, let's drop her in. Hey little crabby girl, cheer her on too. Why are you facing away? Feeling shy? In our last video, I welcomed this Queen Snow Crab girl. When I asked for name ideas, I seriously got 2,000 comments. Thank you everyone. I have finally chosen her name. So stiff. Here we go. Oh shoot! Hehehe, yafufu, yafufu. Guys, she's Clara. Clara, you know? Like from Heidi. I loved Ghibli stuff, so I watched all that back then a lot. Mantis shrimp, attack now! She went. Wow, she's turning around. Whoa! She just sprang to life. Look at her go! Whoa, amazing. What a crazy move. Whoa. Amazing. She does sudden bursts, quick dives, and instant stops. Since she literally just moved in today and isn't used to the place yet, I'll turn off the lights for now and let her rest quietly in the dark tonight. Switching off. Alright, time to call it a night. And just like that, a day passed. How's our mantis shrimp? Oh, no way, guys, hold on a second. Isn't this mantis shrimp absolutely adorable? Look at those lovey-dovey eyes. I swear my heart's totally stolen. This, my friends, is what true love looks like. Alright then, let's go ahead and feed our mantis shrimp right away. Mantis shrimp don't handle hunger very well, and I'm guessing she's seriously starving right now. So this time, I've prepared a whole buffet of different foods for her today. Ta-da! Freshwater clam, common clam, and hard clam. This mantis shrimp isn't as powerful as a peacock mantis shrimp, but she can still throw a light mantis punch. So let's start the test by adding the thinnest shelled freshwater clam first. Alright, here you go. Even a freshwater clam is tougher than you'd think. With human hands the force spreads out and the shell usually won't crack. Let's see if she can break it. Right, the camera's been rolling for roughly 2 hours and she still hasn't taken a single bite. So you know what? Let's go ahead and toss in a common clam and a hard clam too. Honestly, it's starting to look like ingredients for miso soup. Next, I'll turn off the room lights and observe her for a little while in full darkness. Okay, it's been 12 hours since then, and she still hasn't eaten at all. Freshwater clams and common clams have shells that might just be too tough for her to tackle. I skimmed a paper that said mantis shrimp measuring 2 to 4 centimeters had stomachs mostly all packed with fish, whereas those ranging from 4 to 12 centimeters had a higher proportion of bivalves. So she can probably manage teeny baby clams, but fully grown adult shellfish have such sturdy armor that she probably can't bust them open yet on her own anyway. Anyway, these common clams came from the supermarket too, and they were scooting everywhere like crazy, so cool to watch. When bivalves burrow into sand, they use a telescoping foot. They extend it downward, swell the tip to anchor, then contract the foot, pulling the whole body deeper and repeating until fully submerged in the substrate. Anyway, back on topic, mantis shrimp take food back to their burrows, but she's got no hideout now, so maybe she won't eat. I'm about to build her a nice little cozy hideout right now. Alright, first up, the live rock. This is called live rock. It's basically dead coral packed with beneficial bacteria and microorganisms that stabilize the water chemistry and can even boost her appetite. You can pick up live rock on Amazon, but ordering from a specialist reef shop online usually ends up much cheaper. Man, setting up this aquarium tank is insanely fun. Looks good, right? Feels almost like the ocean in here. Finally, if our mantis shrimp decides to move into this spot, the whole setup will be absolutely perfect. Alright, woohoo! Here, shrimpy. Ouch! Ah! Ouch! Ah! Whoa, she just punched now! Oh, she's going in! Yup, straight inside, right into that spot. She's inside, yes! Ah, she's backwards in there. Now that her hideout is set up and she's feeling safe, I'm going to start feeding her some tasty food. Here's an orange ragworm. Every crustacean absolutely loves this, so I'm sure she'll gobble it up. Okay, dropping it now. Whoa, please eat it. I'm begging. Oh. Oh, wow. Wait. She punched. She actually punched. I wonder if she'll actually eat it. That would be insanely entertaining. Alright, while our little mantis shrimp decides whether to eat, I'm going to feed Clara. We just welcomed Clara in the last video, but she hasn't had a bite yet. Today though, I've brought a secret weapon. Here it is. I got a tip from a crab supplier. Apparently snow crabs absolutely love cod. So yeah, let's try giving her some cod. And it's already rotting a bit, so it stinks terribly. Oh, she's reacting, she's reacting. Ah, she bolted. Wait, is she gonna eat? Wait, she's eating! She's eating! Yes! Wait, yes, she's eating. Big thanks to the crab supplier. I left it at room temperature for 3 days, yet she ate. Clara ate. Clara, way to go, girl. You were starving, huh? I'm so insanely happy right now. Forget Clara stood up. Clara chowed down. Somehow the crab's carrying off the cod. Anyway, if our little mantis shrimp eats next, everything's perfect. Guys, we did it! I reviewed the footage and the mantis shrimp totally ate her food. At first I thought the ragworm had just burrowed into the sand and I panicked because if it rotted underground that would be awful. So I dug around with chopsticks and saw its body was like half gone. She ate it, completely devoured it all. I fish all the time, and when I rewatched the footage, I realized she gave the same reaction I do when jamming a ragworm onto the hook. No joke. So guys, how was today's video? She finally ate the food, and honestly, this episode was such a ridiculously happy moment for me. Seriously. Before we wrap up, I'd love your ideas for her name. I promise I'll do everything to keep her thriving for years, so please send all your support her way, and cheers. With warmer days ahead, critter numbers will explode, so I'll be doing some fishing, net scooping, and survival stuff too, so smash that subscribe button. That's it, guys. Thanks so much. See you in the next video. Bwah!